Alright guys, this is Astro Marine Corps, or AMC for short, on the Amstrad CPC, Longplay review as always. And this is a very cool little run and gun shoot 'em up, and it's kind of like a little sort of secret pleasure amongst the Amstrad gaming community. It's not very well known of this game, but those into your Amstrads will probably know this quite well. Now, there's two parts to this game. Complete the first part, you get a code to load the second part. Very nice title screen there. Now here's the title screen, and as you can tell already, it's horizontally scrolling shoot 'em up, and very colourful it is already. We're just defining our keys there. Now, this is from Dynamic Software, Spanish software house, who were known for some really excellent and great looking games, but they were always overly difficult. This is pretty tough. Anyway, we're starting this up. This is a pretty tough game. There's some instant deaths. You can see that I just jumped over that tree. I'll come on to that again later. But anyway, onto the game. As you can see, it's a run and gun shoot 'em up. And it looks and plays fantastically, with some really gorgeous graphics. Maybe a tad blocky, but there's some fantastic use of colour there. With some great sound effects and some fantastic music. And there's an awful lot going on in the game. There's some really great sprites, and some even better ones to come, and it moves at a great pace. In doing so, perhaps the scrolling isn't as smooth as it could have been, but at the end of the day, you want a fast-paced, action-packed shoot 'em up, and this game delivers. Okay, so you got score in the top left corner. You got your timer ticking down in the bottom left. Top right, obviously the number of lives you have, which is represented by your heads. We've got 4 lives, and that number 7 in the very top right corner, that's your energy. You get 9 points of energy. When it gets to 0, you lose a life. And there's plenty of instant deaths in this game. For example, there's tree monsters, so when you get to a tree, always jump over the tree. They'll jump out the ground and swallow you up. So, a little bit of trial and error in this game. Oh, this is a very cool bit here as well. If you remember the pit monster in Return of the Jedi, that's exactly what's happening here. Chuck your grenades in there to blow it up, and then just very carefully jump over that pit. Now, if you want to, at the end of this video, I've done a little special compilation of all the cool little deaths that occur in the game, and you can see what happens when you try and jump over that pit without destroying the pit monster. So that's well worth watching. Some really nice grisly deaths. And a lot of great variations in sprites as well, as you can see. And talking of scrolling, guys, have you noticed that's parallax scrolling on the go there? That's very rarely seen in any Amstrad game. But these Spanish guys have managed it. And that's just simply fantastic. Now that weapon, that blue sort of outline around me there, that's obviously a sort of invulnerability pickup. And you can pick up lots of different weapons and other special items from sort of crates that are dropped behind from monsters you've killed. Some of them are booby traps though. There's 1 or 2 unfair deaths in this game. So sometimes it's one of those games where you have to sort of play it through a few times to know where the traps are. There's very little sort of indication of where they are, like the tree monsters, I suppose. But then again, if you see a tree, just sort of jump around the tree, and you don't risk it then. That's a grenade pickup. Those grenades will come in useful later on. Now, Astro Marine Corps, released in 1989 by Dynamic Software, from a programming team called Creepsoft. programmer Pablo Ariza, that's how you pronounce it. Sadly, I didn't find sort of many other games from them, considering how good this is. Rescue from Atlantis, that was on an Amstrad Action cover tape at one point, if I remember correctly. It wasn't too bad. And then Mega Phoenix as well from Dynamic. That's basically a basic updated version of the arcade game Phoenix. Sort of another sort of Galaxian type game. Now these are very cool here. Look at this. We've got sort of like Ed 209 from Robocop type monsters. And just look how big those sprites are. There's an awful lot going on the screen. There's no slowdown whatsoever. Oh yeah, if you blow them up, if you blow the heads off, the legs still carry on walking at you as well. Luckily I've got a freeway weapon there, so kind of dispatch them pretty quickly. And it gets quite intense at times, but always remains good fun. Helped by no small amount by the funky little music in the background that keeps things jolly and ticking along nicely. Along with some really meaty sound effects and explosions and stuff. This is really good stuff. Oh, I'm running low on energy. It's nice how you get little sort of messages pop up telling you how you're doing, or if you're running low on energy, some sort of and also when big monsters appear, you get like kind of messages like oh my god, or something like that pops up. That's worth mentioning as well. There's a good amount of humour in the game as well. You can get decapitated at some point, and you get little messages flash up like "Don't lose your head" or whatever. Now there's a very cool monster. Oh, check that out. Grenade dispatches it. That's where your grenades come in handy. Get a grenade right on its head. Now those guys, they're on our side. So don't shoot them, although you do actually get points for shooting them. I'm just taking it very carefully, just to make sure I don't get picked up by that monster. That monster likes biting your head off. Again, watch at the end of the video, there's sort of the various deaths and stuff. Hey, we've got an extra life for that as well. That should be the last of them, hopefully. Jump over that tree just in case there's a tree monster there. Right, next zone. I think there's 8 zones on this first part. Ah, look at that, we've got another weapon pick up there, that massive fireball weapon, that's really impressive. Let's look at all the carnage and the destruction you can cause with that. Awesome stuff. Yeah, this is the final zone. So it seems quite short, but trust me guys, it's pretty damn hard. It took me a lot of practice. Ah, check it out, the first end of level Guardian. And he's a nasty little bastard. You want to try and get a grenade on his head. And there you go, that's the end of the first section of Astro Marine Corps. Wow, check that out. There you go, that you get given the password, which is Dagobah. Obviously from, I think that's from Star Wars, isn't it? What with that pit monster like from Return of the Jedi, obviously the Star Wars fans creep soft. So yeah, that's the first part done. Just entering our high school there, might as well. And then we'll get loaded up the second part. So far so good. I mean, that's really top stuff. There's more impressive stuff to come in the second part. So right, let's get that loaded up. bit of an edit there. You have to basically restart the game and reload it up, and then choose to load the second part. There's that lovely loading screen again. Right, we'll enter Dagobah. There we go. Right, and it looks like we're now on some kind of alien planet. Now, I'm not quite sure what the story is beyond the game. Let me just see if there's some English instructions somewhere to have a look at. Oh yeah, if you go on the CPC Power website, the game base for the Amstrad, link in the description, you can download the game and manual. So we're starting this off. The section here, just get through this as quick as you can. Time your jumps just a little bit in advance as much as possible. You want to get dissolved by those green slimy things. It's instant death. And guys, you notice in the background there's some nice animation with lightning flashes and lightning streaks. And flamey things coming out the ground as well. Very nicely done. Oh, here's the backstory. You are on the planet Dendar, where you've been sent by the AMC Astro Marine Corps Central Base in the SOKK Confederation, 3 million light years away. Dendar is the first target of the dreadful Deathbringers, criminals of many species who have united their forces for a single aim to conquer the galaxy, blah blah blah. Stop this happening. Yeah. Alright, so the first mission there was to capture the Deathbringers ship. And this mission, the ship has landed on their planet, and your aim is to finish them off forever. So, right, here we go. Some pretty impressive monsters already. Quite like those dragon things. Now, there's a very useful, there's a very cool flamethrower weapon available on this level. But unfortunately, for the most part of it, it's actually more of a hindrance than anything. You can only shoot one flame at a time, so you might get caught out. Now, that's the weapon to get. That's sort of those green debris watsits. That will just clear your path of everything. Very good. Yeah, some of those crates reveal some of the alien monsters. You have to be very careful. Now this section's very, you have to be very careful. There's a snake thing that comes out the ground. There you go. Have to use. Remember to duck, and then use your grenade. There you go. Oh, that's energy. They always appear in the same place as those blue snake monster things, so you can memorise from what I'm playing here where they are. Yeah, I was really impressed by that sort of all the lightning backgrounds and the flames and stuff. Very cool. I love those little touches. Oh yeah, there was a massive robot thing there, but I dispatched him pretty quickly. Well, if you knock his legs out, he'll fall to the ground but continue shooting at you, so I'm going to very carefully blast away from a distance. There you go. Another way to do it is basically sort of like position yourself below his head and throw grenades up at him. But I took a little bit of an easy route there. Right, we're into the alien base now. And there's switches you have to blow up, and that will deactivate sort of laser gates. And we've got sort of turrets firing at us here and other defence mechanisms. Perhaps best just to get through this as quickly as possible. thankfully you can take about 9 hits of energy, you get about 9 points of energy, and there's an energy pickup. Usually when you start getting low, the energy pickups become, oh there's a laser gate. The energy pickups start appearing more often if your energy's low. So you can risk it for if you want to move quickly. You don't want to stick around too long because just more and more monsters appear. Oh, there's a switch you can blow up. That will deactivate the gate we just saw. So you need to backtrack a few times through those portals. Oh, there's another switch to blow up. But it's pretty linear, there's only one route through. Don't worry, it's not a maze where you can get lost in. To be honest, I'm not a fan of sort of maze games. I just like to pick up, play and blast away. Okay. Oh, that's handy. We need lots of grenades to save them. You're going to need them for the final boss encounter. Right, we're getting pretty close to him at the end now. Do have a decent weapon though. That little sort of red dot pickup there, I mean it's a similar weapon to what I've got now, but it just fires and more bullets and then do more damage. I like using that through most of this level. Unless you got those sort of green arrows that shoot out that destroy everything in the path, then you can use the flamethrower. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Yay! Now, if we can just survive with that weapon, it's going to prove very useful against the final Ender Guardian. Just one switch to blow up there. So you know what, because we're getting towards the end, I'm going to sum up a bit of a review here. This is a really awesome run and gun game. It's probably one of the best on the Amstrad, to be fair. I mean, everything all round is fantastic. I don't think it's quite a classic. I don't think it deserves, you know, like full marks or anything stupid like that. But I think it certainly definitely deserves a really high score. I think it probably just nudged into the 90% range for me. I think Amstrad Action sort of gave it around about 85, 88% or something, from vague memory. But you know what, guys? I think this deserves a lot of credit. I'm going to give this. I think I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. Because it's just a really excellent and simple run and gun game, and there's very few of them on the Amstrad, to be fair. But I mean, just the graphics, the music, the presentation, sound effects. Oh yeah, controls are nice, tight and responsive. The collision detection is spot on. Can't really complain too much, really. Oh, nearly dying there. So yeah, 9 out of 10, guys. Hopefully you'll get an energy pickup soon. Oh, there's that flamethrower weapon in action. Oh, check that out though. But we got that green weapon and also an energy pickup at the same time. Basically our bacon save now. And a grenade pickup as well. I'm very lucky and doing very well here. Oh, more grenades, awesome. The final boss is coming up very shortly. I'm just Just look how impressive that flamethrower weapon is. It's really awesome. Man, these games from France and Spain really knew how to make a game look good on the Amstrad. Now this is a final boss, I think, guys, and this is, just check this out, this is really impressive. Oh, look at that machinery in the background as well, with parallax scrolling. Whoa, that is a massive boss for an Amstrad, or an 8-bit game. It's like a cross between Robocop and some kind of mad dinosaur or something. Wow. This is probably one of the most impressive moments for an Amstrad. That is one impressive boss battle. Check it out, it's got a flamethrower weapon, it's shooting bullets at you, the head breathes fire on you. And what I'm doing here, guys, is just jumping up and trying to get grenades on his head. With that sort of green arrow shooting weapon, that basically blocks all its attacks at you. Give you a bit of breathing room to jump up and get a grenade on his head. Now watch out when the head does explode at some point, but sends off the... oh, there it goes, watch out for this. If it lands on you, you die. And it just reveals his head. It looks like an angry dog or something like that. A couple more grenades should do the trick, I think. There we go. We're just leaving the carcass of that robot. Wow. That is fantastic stuff. Yeah. 9 out of 10 definitely from me. 9 out of 10. Well deserved. Definitely a game you should go and pick up and play, guys. Hey, hurrah! Nice explosive ending as well. And nice little cutscene there. Your mission has succeeded, the Deathbringers are no more, and you return home ready for a new mission. Wow, great stuff. Yeah, really enjoyed that. 9 out of 10. And I'll let the music and sort of title screen just play a little longer, just so you can hear the music in full. And after that, a little compilation of all the death scenes for you, just a little bonus content. So hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy the game. Alright, thanks very much, guys, and see you soon. Cheers, bye.